Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Margaret Kiefer, and I have the honor and privilege of being the Fine and Performing Arts Supervisor, K through 12. I have the best job in the world because I get to work with the best students. Could you give them a round of applause for their song this morning as they welcomed you? Just want to tell you a little bit about the two groups you're going to hear from today. This is our jazz band. It is a class, and they have a couple distinctions. They placed second in regionals for our regional jazz band competition. They were second this year, so we're really excited about that. You'll also be hearing from a special group, our octet today, made up of students of various grades from our different vocal groups. Recently, we had our Teen Arts Festival down in Millville, and we had 5 of our vocal groups advance to states. That means we are representing all of Cumberland County and Cape May County. We had 2 soloists, and we had 7 pieces of artwork, and 1 that was distinguished that would be touring. So out of the categories for vocal, Millville swept everything. For large group instrumental and small group instrumental, we are representing Cumberland County and Cape May County. So that is attributed to 3 things: the hard work of our teachers, Mr. Rob DeSantis. Mr. Joe Sino is in the back running sound, lights, and PowerPoint. And then you'll meet in a few minutes Mr. Adams and Miss Catherine Pepe. And then, of course, our amazingly talented students and the support and care that we get from our parents, our school, and our community. And that's how this year, for the 14th year in a row, we were awarded Best Communities of Music for the state of New Jersey. And I'm going to turn it over. Look at me, I'm as
a kitten up a tree, and I feel like I'm clinging to a cloud. I can't understand, I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play, or it might be the sound of your hello. That music I hear, I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. On my own, would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove? I'm too misty and too much in love. That music I hear, I get misty and too much in love.
Thank you so much. Let's hear it one more time for our amazing jazz band. Thank you so much for coming out today. My name is Mr. Matthew Adams. I'm the choral director here alongside of Ms. Catherine Pepe. We're going to give our jazz band members who are singing in the octet a minute to put their instrument away, and then we're going to bring the octet on in a few minutes. We also have the opportunity to perform at the Teen Arts Award Night tonight at the Levoy Theater. It is a night where we honor all the award members and all the performers that are moving on to the state level. So that is a great opportunity for us tonight. If you are free and want to hear our chamber choir perform, you can come to the Levoy Theater at 6:30 p.m. All right, we're going to have 20 seconds and they'll be ready. Thank you.
Time, you can spend it when you spend it, then you're running out of time. You can save it, but to save it is to take a little time. In a minute when you're in it, can you feel the passing time? Is an illusion, that's confusion when they tell you now it's time to get older, time to work and time to waste, and there's no time left to hold or time to tell them how you feel while there's still time. 3, 2, 1, 11, 32 a.m. then dinner time. Got to kill, I said I will, and still it flies of time. Running out of time, you can spend when you spend. You're running out of time, you can save, but to save it takes some time. In a minute, you're in it. Feel passing time is an illusion, confusion. They tell you now it's time to get older, to work, time to waste. There's no time left to hold, time to tell them Well, there's no time, 3 to 11, 2 a.m., dinner time, not to kill, said I will, so live flies on time. Time you can, when you're running out of, save it, take a little time, minute, can you feel it passing, is an illusion, they tell you, to get older, work, waste, there's no holder, tell them, feel there's time, 1:30, dinner time, kill, will still fly, oh time, you can spend it when you spend it, then you're running out of time, you can save it, but to save it is to take a little time, in a minute when you're in it, can you feel the passing time? They say time to get older, time to work and time to waste, and there's no time left to older, time to tell them how you feel, well there's no time, 3 to 1, 11:32 a.m. then dinner time, not to kill it, said I will, and still it flies and flies, so fly, fly, fly on time.
That was a selection called Time by Lucy Cook. And this style of choral music is called chamber music, or sometimes called madrigal singing. And it is especially challenging and impressive because the number of singers on each part is, in this case, 2, and sometimes 1. And the responsibility to hold down all the technique and the harmony and the breathing gets amplified. So it's very impressive what they're able to do as young adults and high school students to pull off performance to this caliber. So thank you so much. We're going to do one more, and it's a traditional song called "The Lord Bless You and Keep You" that you might recognize. Thank you so much.
Upon you, and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace, and give you peace. The Lord make His face to shine upon you, and be gracious unto you, and be gracious. The Lord be gracious, gracious unto you. Amen. Amen.
Thank you. We again thank you for all the support and the care and everything that Millville gives us. Again, one more round of applause for our students. We're going to close the front curtain and continue with our. And one last thing, as you're leaving, please take a few minutes to view the artwork that is around. These are pieces that are created by our students in more than 9 different art classes here at Millville High School. Thank you again.
So now, just to follow that's very simple. So now I just get up here and speak. First, I break something very important. So just for our regular, just to conduct the regular chamber meeting, we'll start with just a quick Pledge of Allegiance, if you all don't mind standing. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, everybody. If Mr. D can still hear me, I started doing this stuff for these events like 20 years ago, so if that ages him at all, I think it's his first or second year. So I was in the jazz band doing stuff for people out here, so full circle. Just one quick more round of applause for just the students, the singers, the jazz band. It's just really remarkable. Just acknowledge the corporate sponsors. We have diamond sponsors, ARC International and Duran, Millville Savings Bank, Ocean First, gold sponsors, Mintz Insurance, Allen Associates, silver members, Inspira, The Authority, City of Millville, South Jersey Gas, New Jersey Motorsports Park, and the Christie Funeral Home. So thanks again to all of our growing list of sponsors here. If I can get Jerry up here for just a moment, our executive director, to sort of state what's coming up in the next few weeks. Find out if I broke something important.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd rather listen to music than listen to me, but I'll take about 1 minute of your time. We just want to mention tomorrow night, this is a busy week for the Chamber. We have our luncheon today. Thank you to the superintendent, his team, students. What a remarkable day. I think we're collaborating a lot more. Let's do it. So tomorrow night is Pride in Millville. There are still seats available. Actually, we're getting calls today to see if tickets are still for sale. They are. We have handed in our head count for tomorrow, but if you are interested in joining us, feel free to go online and register for that event. I just want to make you aware that our next luncheon will be at the New Jersey Motorsports Park on June 11th, and Holly City Development Corporation will make a presentation that day and tell us about all the good things that they are doing. And if you happen to follow that video that was running during the students' presentation, we have a cornhole tournament scheduled for September 6th. And on Saturday, yes, Saturday, October 11th, we will be holding our second annual golf classic at White Oaks Country Club. So please make sure you go to our website, check out all the good things that we are doing. And if you are not a member of the Millville Chamber, this is a great opportunity for you to join what is an outstanding organization with some great leadership. So please see Rob or myself about how to become a member of our organization. And Rob, I turn it back to you.
Thanks, Jerry. So yeah, Pride of Millville tomorrow should be a really solid event. Craig Atkinson's the Pride of Millville Award winner, so he's a character, so you should come out just to see him alone. So just to present our outstanding student, when I was sent this CV, just the accolades on this are never ending. So Kamaya Harden, it's very exciting that picked here to be the Student of the Year. Just to list a few of these, with graduation set to be next month, committed to Penn State, GPA 4.3, class rank 10 out of 410, That's not 10%, 10 out of 410. A mock trial member, spring track and field, JV and varsity, National Honor Society, also working various jobs during this. All these AP statistics, AP English, AP US History, the list goes on. Academic letter, the last 3 years, National Honor Society member, American Legion Auxiliary Jersey Girl State, and then Leaders Club and the class president. I'm not sure class president should be at the top. So just a really star in the school system here, and just very impressive. So on behalf of the Millville Chamber, I'd just like to get her up here just to present this award. Ms. Harden, if you'll come up. So just we have a nice award here, a certificate and a scholarship on behalf of the chamber, $500. So that's, I'm going to open this down here since I already broke something today. So. Yeah, you want to hold it? Yeah. Yeah, say a few words, yeah.
I just want to thank my parents, my family, my teachers, and especially my coach, Dana Kalababa, for just pushing me for the past 4 years and getting me to where I am. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the iPhone 6, I think. Congratulations again. Now for the Millville High School's Teacher of the Year, Mr. David Kahn. I should say a brief introduction for him. Having just met him, just central casting for what I'm about to describe here. A proud 1987 graduate of Millville High School, Mr. David Kahn has built a remarkable career grounded in service, leadership, and deep commitment to justice and community. After high school, he studied political science, psychology, and criminal justice at Widener and Cumberland County College, laying the foundation for what would become a decorated and distinguished path in law enforcement. Mr. Kahn began his law enforcement journey with the Vineland Police Department before accepting a position with the Millville Police Department in 1994. In 2004, Detective Kahn joined the New Jersey Human Services Police, where he was soon deployed to the U.S. Marshals Fugitive Task Force. His investigative career continued at the New York Attorney General's office, where he played a crucial role in exposing a massive retail theft ring and protecting over 100 victims at the Vineland Developmental Center. For his work, he and his team were named Special Investigators of the Year. Later, Detective Kahn joined the FBI's white-collar crime task force. His work extended into undercover operations, including firearms and narcotics investigations in Atlanta and New York City. After a lifetime of service, Detective Kahn retired from law enforcement in 2018, but his commitment to helping others never ceased. That same year, Detective Kahn began his journey in education as a long-term substitute teacher here in Millville's high school law enforcement class, part of the school's career and technical education program. In December 18, he was selected for the permanent position, and amid the challenges of COVID-19, returned to college to earn his official CTE certification. Beyond the classroom, Mr. Kahn continues to shape student life in transformative ways. He proposed and helped launch the Millville High School boys lacrosse team, which is now in its second year as a varsity program. He also initiated the school's peer tutoring program, enlisting students from AVID, National Honor Society, and other organizations to serve as academic mentors and college application guides for their peers. In 2020, recognizing the need for basic necessities, Mr. Kahn founded Kahn's Clothing Cabinet, a compassionate project that began with 4 racks of donated clothing. It's since evolved into the Bolt Closet, now a full classroom stocked with clothes, jackets, dress wear, and toiletries, currently managed by Regina Williams. Mr. Kahn's a constant and enthusiastic presence at school-sponsored events, consistently showing his support for students across a wide range of activities, including athletics, theater productions, academic competitions, music performances, club events, and community service initiatives. His commitment to student success extends far beyond the classroom, making him a trusted mentor and role model throughout the school community. Today, Mr. Kahn brings his real-world experience, passion, and heart to the classroom, inspiring students at Millville High School with stories of justice, ethics, and resilience. His impact as an educator is just as powerful as his legacy in law enforcement, and it's no surprise he's been honored as the 2025 Teacher of the Year. So give a big round of applause here for Mr. Kahn. Got it. Binding.
Thank you. I do want to say congratulations to Kamaya. I don't think it's a coincidence that she's the Student of the Year, and also I taught her. So, so it's not a coincidence. I'm truly humbled, honestly. I was shocked when I learned that I was selected to be the Teacher of the Year. I may have teared up a little bit. In my 27-year law enforcement career, I've had hundreds of commendations and awards, and out of all of them, this is the most meaningful thing, honestly. It means the most to me, especially at this part in my career, to be able to mentor high school students and provide them an opportunity to learn firsthand what it's like to be in law enforcement. Not what you see on TV and not what you see in the movies, but actual real life stories. So I'm truly honored, I'm humbled. I sincerely appreciate everybody that has gotten me to where I am today, especially Stacy Musi, who's my immediate supervisor. When I first became a teacher, I retired in May of 2018. I was separated from my wife in October of 2018. I started teaching in September of 18. I went back to college. I had a massive amount of things that were going on in life, and then COVID hit for my first full year of teaching. So it was extremely stressful, and she was amazing and helped me get through the first full years. Just without her, I wouldn't be here today. So I sincerely appreciate it wherever you are. If you're somewhere. Oh, there you are. Hey, there you are. And again, congratulations to Kamaya. She's an outstanding recipient of the award. So thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate it.
Thanks everybody for, well, that's way too close. Thank you everybody for coming out. Should be right on time with the buses, as I was told, so we should be good. Yeah, we got a few presentations. Oh yeah, and just a few presentations here. Look at me wrapping up.
I like it. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Matt Mazzoni, superintendent right here in Millville Public Schools. So, Mrs. Sutton, how much time do we have? Oh, stop, 15 minutes. All right. I haven't done anything in 15 minutes. So once again, thank you for being here. I want to recognize some of our board members that play a pivotal role in everything that we're doing. I'll talk about our strategic plan, and they are the driving force behind it. So we have our Vice President, Board of Education, Debbie Malone. Board members, Michael Beatty. Michael Wilden in the back. Last but not least, Christina McCarron. So thank you to our board members. And also, everybody likes coming to the high school. It's a lot of work, as you can see, and the catalyst behind that is our principal, who likes to take the back seat to this, but she drives all this, keeps us all on target, what we need to be doing. If I'm not there, she reminds me of that. So I just want to thank you, Jamie Sutton. Let's recognize Jamie for all that she does. Also, what a great meal by our students, right? And yeah, and that's from Chef Brennan and Chef Brandino. Do a phenomenal job with our students. So thank you once again. And you know, like everybody's saying, they want to keep continuing coming back to the high school for that. When I'm going to talk about the strategic plan, but a big piece of that is what we call presence, that grand idea of presence. And when we talk about presence, it means about that students feel like they belong here, right? And I thought it was very fitting for us to have a quick presentation on, you know, you hear about the CTE programs, but we do have special ed program here, the PACE program, and you're going to hear about that, how they're integrating into the communities, into businesses, right? Because they are part of our community. And I want you to hear it because maybe you're sitting there and say, hey, I would like them to be a part of our business, okay? So I'm going to bring up Steve Matus, who is the Director of Exceptional Students, and he'll talk a little bit and then bring up the teachers and talk about that. So let's put our hands together for Mr. Matus. Yeah, we'll come down. They want to come down with it. Here you go, Steve.
Thanks, Dr. Mazzoni. I'm Steve Matus. I'm the director of the Office of Exceptional Children and Student Services. I know most of you in the room over the years, so I'm going to hand over to Mike, but just real quick. So in 2018, we started a program called the PACE program. Most high schools had a program like that, and Millville never had one. And it's a program for students with significant cognitive disabilities that when they graduate high school, often the military, college isn't on the table for them, and we have to look at other options. But they're not prepared. They don't have the job skills, the job readiness, the self-efficiency skills to be successful in the workplace. So we started this program with the help of Jess Kaufman, Jamie Sutton. It's a team effort. Most importantly, the teaching staff. Every program, every classroom is successful based on the staff, the paras, the teachers in the classroom. And today we're very fortunate to have you, Christy Lopergolo, Devin Biglin, and Chad Losaw are the backbone of this program, and they're going to tell you about the program, what it does for kids and families, how it changes lives for kids and families forever, and how you could be part of it if you're interested. So here you go, Christy.
We'll start with Devin.
All right, Devin. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Devin Biglin. I teach the freshman and sophomore class for the PACE program. And so PACE stands for Personal Achievement and Community Engagement. And just like he told us, our goal is to just really prepare these students to be successful outside of high school. You can go to the next slide. So in our program, we teach the general academic curriculum, but we also have a life skills curriculum that my job is to prepare the students to go to Ms. Lopergola's class and do more of the CBI approach.
Yeah, so just some of the things the classroom experiences in PACE due to time. You can just read through these. Real life math, teaching of soft skills, social emotional learning, kitchen safety. We're lucky we have a kitchen right attached to our classroom where we can go in and food prep and just teach about safety. We have a laundry program. We do career exploration. So what does it all mean? You're going to hear a couple different terms. You're going to hear CBI, which is community-based instruction, and you're also going to hear WBL. CBI is getting the kids in the community, getting them involved in their community, and that's where we're going to need your help in a little bit. It's getting the kids, right now they go to ShopRite. They learn how to prepare a budget, how to shop for items so that we can cook in the kitchen. We do kind of a hybrid program that Mr. Losaw is going to talk about in a minute. The next slide is WBL. It's work-based learning. And this is where we're going to try to transition to for next year, where it's actually kids going into the community for longer periods of time, working alongside of business owners, apprenticeships, internships, giving them those real life skills to prepare them for, life after high school. The next couple slides, Mr. Losol will go over some of the partnerships that we've had over the past couple of years and tell you a couple success stories that we're very proud of.
Thank you. My name is Mr. Losol. I'm the job coach. It's my privilege to work with our students, and my role, amongst other things, is going to the job sites with the students, working with them hand in hand or stepping away and letting them just flourish in their role and to learn how to operate in a working environment, to be an employee, and or work right alongside them and show them exactly how to do it. So a few places that we worked in the past that have partnered with us is Violent Hyundai, Goodwill, BJ Roasters, Levoy Theater. Next. This year, we've had the privilege of working at Fairfield Inn, Heritage's, Four Seas Church, Millville Nutrition, Holly City Family Center, which we are currently at still, Millville ShopRite. Next. So some of our pictures here are the students working at these various sites. And when we first started, the business were a little apprehensive. So we just went in and just, okay, we'll clean for you, we'll help you here, we'll help you there. But they really started to step out and let our students just open up and try to do new things. And as you can see to the far right is Millville Nutrition, and two of our seniors there, Timmy and Josiah, are actually building and creating shakes for customers as they came in. Next. As you can see, there's ShopRite, Fairfield Inn, and up at the top, they're resetting the rooms for new guests to come in. ShopRite, they're bagging for customers. And at the bottom right there, they're actually in the bakery at ShopRite, helping prep. Next, please. And Herbalife, which is Millville Nutrition, and the bottom right there is Holly City Family Center, and we do various jobs there as well. But I would like to just highlight over on the left. That's one of our transition students that Ms. Lipergola mentioned about that we want to expand into. Is our student Janasia. And she just really just flew off. As soon as she went into the bakery, started working with the baker, and instantly just was a natural. And her success story is that she was given a on-the-site interview and hired. So, thank you. Next, please. Heritage's, over to the left there, Cece is doing phenomenal. She's actually running register and really has stepped out and flourished and has grown a lot. In the middle there is Josiah, but he also obtained a job at Millville Racetrack and is gaining more and more hours, and they are putting more and more responsibility on him, and he's doing wonderful. As you can see on the right, they're building sandwiches and helping weigh different food. They're really doing awesome, and they're flourishing, and it's exciting to see them grow and get the opportunity to work in our community. Thank you.
So I wanted to find a quote that was kind of like summing up our program and what our hope was for the future. So I think this just resonates. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. And that is what we are trying to do, okay? Sometimes our kids don't know what's outside these walls here at the high school. There is so much to offer in the Millville community. And honestly, our kids, we want to put them out there. We want to partner with you. We just want to make sure that we give them the skills the skills that they need to be great employees for our community. So I think this quote just sums everything up what we're trying to do. Next slide. So looking ahead, for the 25-26 school year, we are hoping to have a transition program. It's for students that are 18 to 21 years old to kind of prepare them. It's like kind of a bridge between high school and adult life. You know, a lot of times they get out of high school and they're like, now what? Right? We could all use that, really, a transition program before adulthood. So that's what we're trying to do. We are trying to prepare them for life. And the next slide is really whatever life holds for them, whether it's college. College isn't off the table for our students. There are so many that want to, that express an interest in college. It's not off the table because they are classified as special ed, right? So we are telling them that they can do whatever it is that they want to do. The transition, I'm sorry, I went too far. Okay, yeah, you can go to the next one. So the transition students, they will do some in-house jobs. That's right here at the high school. Whether it's the coffee deliveries, we're starting a new school store, janitorial duties around the building, deliveries. Community-based. So blocks 2 and 3, they would go out into the community and work alongside of businesses right here in Millville. They would come back, the last period of the day would be for their electives. They would have to take phys ed and hopefully get them in some CTE courses that we have right here at the high school. So like I said, the ultimate goal is to prepare them for life, no matter what life holds for them. Whether they want to go to college, a technical school, a job, that's what we are preparing them for. We give them, you know, we assist them with applications. We have sat numerous times going on Indeed, looking up who's hiring, making them follow up with phone calls, teaching them how to interview, writing their resumes with them. We just try to prepare them for life. So this is where we kind of need your help and why I approached Dr. Mazzoni with coming to the Chamber of Commerce. We need more community involvement, CBI experiences. It's kind of like a field trip. So bringing our students to your place of business, showing them what you do. You know, we go to ShopRite right now, planning a budget, shopping, how to cook, recipes, all that stuff. We would love more experiences for these kids. Again, they live in Millville. A lot of them don't leave their neighborhoods. They don't know what is out here in Millville. They really don't. And there are a lot of great businesses in Cumberland County that our students could benefit from. The WBL experiences, providing work experiences like ShopRite, like Millville Nutrition for our students, opening up the doors, allowing our students to come in, shadow your employees, giving them opportunities, and hopefully hire them in the future. Guest speakers, this one, low commitment. Just come and talk to our students, inspire our students. There are some great stories in our community, people that started right here in Millville, right, sitting in the auditorium here or walking these halls at Millville High School. Share your stories with our students, how you built your business, and, you know, education, experience, all that good stuff. They love to hear your stories. On the next slide, there is a QR code. It will bring you to a Google form. If you are interested in helping and partnering with our PACE program, please fill it out. I do have paper copies for everyone. I will leave them here for you, okay? It's very low commitment. Come in, talk to our students, offer them experiences. Whatever you can offer, we are taking, okay? Thank you very much.
I mean, if that doesn't get you excited about what's happening here in Millville. So we'll talk about, let me get our presentation up. And I talk about, for us to be great, we need advocates such as this team here, pushing the envelope. I mean, it came from an idea, where's Mr. Matusat, that we want to have a transitional program, and now in 1 month it has grown to this. Right? And Mrs. Lupergola has pushed me more times, says I want to be in front of business people in the community, right? And that's what she's doing. So thank you, Ms. Lupergola and your team for setting this up. So with that, that's our vision of what we want to do here. So we are building upon the legacy of Millville. There's so much pride here, right? But we also have to look at how we're embracing for the future. And you can see what we're doing. You're in a building that has $160 million expansion of all the CTE programs. So there's a lot going on here that we want to partner up with our community to do that. Now, today we're going to talk about the budget that we're moving forward for the 25-26 school year. We're excited about the budget that we're presenting to our community, to our students and staff. And, I'm going to have Rich Davidson up here, but he's the catalyst behind that, our business administrator. So let's put our hands together for Rich. Thank you, Rich. When we build a budget, we need to keep these 4 tenets at the forefront of what we're doing. So presence, I talked about that. Catalyst, right? So catalysts are those programs out there, just so you saw the culinary. Transformation, talking about how we're constantly building. I just left the conversation. I get myself in trouble by talking, Mr. Davison. But I said to the 2 chefs, I said, what's next for our program? Because we cannot be stagnant. And they were looking at me. I said, a food truck, right? But then I said that, I'm like, how do I walk that back, right? But I challenge myself in that because we have to be better every single day. And when we have that mentality, who doesn't want to work here, right? Who doesn't want to be a part of what we're doing here? So I get myself in trouble with that, but I do it on purpose. I like that attitude, how we're moving forward. So these are the areas of focus, and this is just a brief overview of what we're presenting from a budget standpoint. One is we have a coaching mentality. You could probably hear that in the way I talk, a coaching style. Last year, we put in a reading coach at the elementary. We have a new reading program. I've presented many times at the chamber on it, the American Reading Company. But it's important that we support teachers through that process. In turn, if we support teachers, who benefits from that? Students. So we are adding a second reading coach. And in turn, we're going to add a math coach. So we want boots on the ground, that mentality. Yes, I'm the superintendent, I have to be up here, but we want people supporting teachers. That's our piece to it. That's building on presence. Another piece is we're constantly bringing programs in, and it's 2025, and everything is supplemental programs and how we use programs to supplement direct instruction. We value the teacher. We know that the teacher is the number one indicator to student success. So when you have a great teacher in front of kids, that's the number one thing you can have in a school. But we need also supplemental programs. And this is a great example of what we just purchased for the upcoming year. And it's iReady Learning Pathways for grades 3 to 5. And that's just one of many different programs that we use in the district. The other piece, we're not blind to the fact that we face a lot of challenges here in Millville, okay? And it is sometimes a challenge with, of students being able to self-regulate in a classroom. So we have to make sure that we're supporting students and along with teachers and giving them the skills to make sure that kids are learning at the best possible way. So we brought in a company called Brett Denovi and Associates, and they are clinical associates. They're behavior therapists per se, and they come and they support students in classrooms, and they're constantly equipping our teachers on best practices of how to manage different behaviors and so forth. Because we will not be successful if students are home, suspended, teachers are frustrated, don't want to be here, right? So we constantly are building those supports, and we're doing that for this year's budget. And we will have approximately 6 behavior technicians supporting our district. So that's a wonderful thing to have. And again, here's some of the long-term goals. Their long-term goal is that we're not going to be in contracts with them, right? Because hopefully we're equipping everybody and then they can move on and we'll have all those skills in place. And again, I talked about the power of a teacher. So I could talk about all these great programs, but at the end of the day, you want to see a successful budget, that's when you're looking at the teacher to student ratio. And right now, here in Millville, we are averaging 1 teacher to 16 students at the elementary level. Can we get our hands, can we clap for that? That's a beautiful thing. You know, my children right now, my second grader, she's in a class, she's 26 students in a class. My wife and I, we visit the room and you can't move through it. Like they are traditional rows because you can't get too fancy in that room. Well, when we have classes, even at the some classes of 13, 14, 15, that's a really healthy classroom setting for our staff and for our students to learn. A big thing here, as much as you've seen the arts, right? We are top of the line in what we're doing from the arts perspective with our music program, arts, but we also know about our sports. And now with Wheaton Field that's integrated into another location where we're offering sports, you can see in parentheses for multiple locations. We hosted this year 60 events at Wheaton Field, 60. And that doesn't include practices, so the track team practices there. Every Thursday before a football game, we're doing walkthroughs there. So that field will be used more and more. But when we do that, we have 1.5 trainers at the time. They're spread very thin across, so Lakeside to high school and now Wheaton. So we were able now to have a second full-time trainer start the school year. We talked about the transitional program. Again, a great thing for our 18 to 21-year-olds. Here's some facility upgrades that we're doing. So I always work backwards. The high school, you pulled in here. So we're getting a repavement of the high school parking lot. So that's a big deal here. Other thing, playground. So if you're at the elementary school, where's Mr. Edwards at? Yeah, Holly Heights, we're going to get a new playground over there, so we're working on that as well. But many of our elementary schools are getting new playgrounds. And I was in a conversation yesterday, and I told somebody how much a playground costs. They said no possible way they could be that much. But they can go upwards, an average one's around $125,000. Some of them are going, $500,000 or so forth for a playground. But, here in Millville, we do a great job. We have a grant writer, and we are relentless in everything that we do, but writing grants. And we were just awarded a $100,000 grant through the state, so that's going to go towards a brand-new playground at Rick Avenue School. So excited about that. But that's one of our big pushes here. All right, now I'm going to turn it over to Rich Davidson. He could talk a little bit about what our numbers look like from a budget perspective.
Thank you, Dr. Mazzone. I appreciate the accolades for the budget, but really it's a team effort. Had your input, the input from the assistant superintendents and from the building principals. And with that, then I had to run through our finance committee chaired by Mr. Beatty. So, Mr. Beatty, I appreciate your support on that. As you can see, our total budget, $113 million. That's just our general fund. So we're a pretty big business here. That's volume. Already tripping me up. So I'm going to stand back here a little bit so I can see this. You can look through, that's our changes. So our salaries and payroll, we've gone up $2.5 million from the previous year. Our health benefits, that's up $2 million. And we have some great programs. We're bringing kids in-house. We're adding that 18 to 21-year-old program. But we're still sending students out of district to a tune of, a $1.8 million increase. And you can see a couple of the other things, utility costs, everybody's aware of where they're heading. So we're not immune to that as well. And then you can just see what makes up a school district budget. So you look at that top line, I believe we are probably the largest employer in the city of Millville. Look, $54 million payroll. Our W-2s, we send out about 1,200 W-2s every year. So that and benefits makes up 70% of our We're very fortunate. We got a large increase in state aid to offset our increases. We had $4.8 million increase in state aid. We actually lost some tuition revenue. We're going through a little changeover with our tuition students. We're a receiving district for Morris River Commercial and Lawrence, so we have a little decrease with some students going to CC Tech. And then we do have that $1 million tax levy increase, and we'll talk about that. But first, here's a breakdown of our revenue so you can see how are we funding the school district. And you can look, 75% is coming from the state. Local tax levy, $17 million. So the way I look at it, we're really getting a deal here in Millville. For $17 million to the taxpayers, we're getting a $113 million budget. And I feel like I'm kind of set up on this one, Dr. Mazzoni, because we had a great lunch, we had great entertainment, we heard about a great student, a great teacher, our great programs, and now I want to finish on this tax levy impact slide. So you can just take a look. That's the close to the average home in Millville, $125,000 home. You can see what the increase is. It's a $66 increase annually on a home valued at that. So that is, Jerry, what's that? 3 lunches at the chamber? So not terrible for a year for an increase. And with that, for those of you who are still in attendance, if anybody has any questions for myself or Dr. Mazzoni, we'd be happy to answer those.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We appreciate everybody coming out here. I'm going to turn it over to Rob. You close it up. Thank you.
Again, thanks for everybody coming out. Congratulations, Teacher of the Year, Student of the Year. Great job. And luncheon next month, Pride of Millville tomorrow. And they're not going to do a business card drawing. We'll do it next month. It'll still be good, and we'll have like a summer like giveaway for June. So just to tease that to get everybody out. So Holly City Development Corp is next is for June. And have a great Memorial Day weekend, everybody. See you at Pride of Millville hopefully tomorrow night. Thanks.
Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health, or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey. Family owned, service oriented. Since 1960, Allen Associates has been a leader in insurance and financial services. We provide insurance services to roughly 300 groups, ranging from 2 to several thousand lives in the private and public sectors. With more than 60 years of experience and a staff of highly trained and dedicated professionals, Allen Associates is noted for its ability to build strong, long-term relationships with our clients and the communities we serve.
Allen Associates is the place to see. One-stop service, the best that can be. Whether finance, insurance, health, or medical, Allen Associates will make life so practical.
Call Allen Associates today at 856-692-2250. Allen Associates, your complete health and financial services in Vineland, New Jersey.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.